All right, welcome back. As promised, the parish president of Terrebonne Parish taking us up on the 15 minutes to announce his candidacy for re-election. Mr. Claudet, welcome to the program tonight.
Thank you, Martin. Thank you for having me, and thank you for allowing me to announce my candidacy.
All right, so go ahead. You got 15 minutes as the rules apply, and I know you want to talk about some of the things that you've worked on in your years as parish president.
I have a stack of things that we have completed and are presently finishing right now. I wanted to tell people, first off, I'm not real good about speaking about myself, but please understand I am an attorney, I am a CPA, I am a COU, I've been a successful businessman, and I think for the last 4 years we have directed the Terrebonne Parish government to have many accomplishments. And
I don't mean to throw you off. I'm going to just let you know that this camera right here would be for the audience, so if you want to address them there.
And I wanted to just mention a few things that we've done, and particularly in the area of drainage. We put in a new pump at Concord Pump Station, William Street Pump Station, and Ala Cuba Road. We built a new pump station at Oleander, another one at Chris Lane, which is Addy Court in Grand Caillou. We've accepted bids and should start construction on Ashland Pump Station and Summerfield Pump Station. When we do the new Summerfield Pump Station, we're going to add a 48-inch pump and extend the forced drainage system to go and pick up the Westgate addendums that extend to Hollywood Road. We just finished the final land rights on the Bayou Pump Station, which will go to bid very shortly, and that's the pump station that handles St. Lucie Church, Deweyville, the Military Museum, and other areas, Margaret Street. We've completed drainage projects for Broadmoor, Olimar, Sunrise, and Sunset subdivisions. We're starting construction almost as we speak on Sylvan Road drainage, which was a project that we began a couple years ago and is now working there. Bayou Cane, which is Buquet Street and all, we should be getting approval and hopefully going to bid on that project to alleviate some of the drainage concerns on that portion. On the Concord Pump Station, we're doing a levee project, and by the way, Martin, for full disclosure, Martin donated property to us for that, and there are 6 acres of reservoir that we're going to add to that pump station, which will significantly increase the efficiency of the drainage in that area. We've purchased 40 acres on Woodland Ranch Road, which when it's excavated, which should not be too distant future, when it's excavated, that's going to lower the tailwater elevation at Roberta Grove and Senator Circle by 1 foot, which is very much needed in that area. We're presently doing work as we speak on Pineland and Jefferson, and we finished the survey work on North Hollywood Road area, and we're going to complete that. That's with Duplantis Engineering. For levees, which is so critical, right now we have about $80 million worth of levee projects in the works. For Montague, Pointe-au-Chien, right now those are the strongest we've ever had it. We've done a significant amount of work on the 4-1 levee in Pointe-au-Chien and reinforced all those Montague levees. In addition, we transferred funds to the levee district to assist in part of J2Ds with the portion is, I believe. That'll help us in protecting those levees. For Ward 7, we now have it up to 8 feet from Boudreaux Canal all the way to the BP facility, the BP pipeline facility by the St. Louis Canal Road. We have the funding in place that's going to bring it up to 10 feet from Boudreaux Canal all the way up to the Thompson Road extension that's going to be tying into the Bayou Side Bridge. We've assisted the Corps of Engineers on the Suzie Canal levee to Orange Street by getting land rights and providing the dirt, and we're thankful that levee's up. That's over 6 miles. And we have the funding in place for Suzie Canal all the way north to Thompson Road, and we intend to finish those, and that's one of the projects I really want to finish. Thompson Road extension from Highway 56 to Highway 57 is under construction. You can go down Grand Caillou and see it really easily. That's going to go up to 8 feet, and that'll protect all of the eastern part of Houma, the airport, that water that went all the way to Howard Avenue. In addition to that, the Concord Road levee, right around the area that Martin donated the property, that's going up to 10 feet, and we had significant problems during Hurricanes Ike in order to protect that area. The levees by Gum Street have gone up to and been fortified and are now higher. Those projects are all completed. And if you look at Industrial Drive levee, all around by Chabert Hospital, we've gone all up and down Industrial Drive, and those levees are now protecting the eastern part of Houma. For the Office of Emergency Preparedness, which is so important, and there's a wave out in the Gulf right now, which I got notification of. We have a new OEP office, a new emergency office. The Unified Command is in place, and we have emergency support function managers everywhere. We have pre-positioned contracts, which we're so pleased in all different facets. Our communications are improved. We have satellite phones, 700 radios, reverse 911, and redundant communication systems. And one thing that I'm particularly pleased about is now we can control our destiny for the evacuation of our residents. We have plans to transport our residents to Monroe, and residents who have their own transportation, if they don't want to pay for a hotel room, they can meet us in Monroe, and as long as they're from Terrebonne, they get in first. And so I wanted to mention that. Highways and roads are always a major area. During my term, we've completed approximately 20 turn lanes. I have 2 more that are hopefully going to be coming up very shortly. One is by Big Al's, and one is on Alma on Hollywood Road. We've completed during my term West Side between Marie Drive and St. Louis Canal. West Side between Main and MLK will be completed shortly, and that'll be the first highway in this parish that will have a bike path on the side, a bike and a walking path or jogging path on the side. We've completed Island Road, thankfully. The widening of Hollywood Road has been a nightmare, but we will complete those land acquisitions by the end of this year. And why does it take so much trouble? We've had to actually purchase facilities because the right-of-way makes it so that the facility is useless, and it has been a bear with appraisers and with the land rights. Thompson Road extension is under construction, and that's going to be a major thing. Last year, we did $8.7 million of concrete and asphalt repairs in Terrebonne Parish, never before seen. Of that, $3 million was the parish's, $5.7 million was stimulus funds. Now, of that $3 million, generally there's $1.5 million that goes into concrete and asphalt repairs, and we're thankful that we've been able to do a lot of work. What's the problem right now? I can tell you during the drought, the ground shrunk and those big trucks cracked a lot of concrete. We're coming out with $1.5 million for asphalt and concrete repairs very shortly. That's going to get a lot of those places that are marked, and we're just waiting to get it completed. Valhalla Extension should go out to bid in the next couple weeks. Bayou Gardens Extension, right now we do have the funding, and it should be going all the way. We should be able to go to construction and bid next year, and that's something we should do. Country Drive, I wanted to let you know, that's a project the parish has been on for ages. We split that project into the upper and lower portions. We're putting in the St. Anne Bridge, and in addition to that, we put the turn lanes by Presqu'île. Now, we're about ready almost any day to finally get the final approval from the state to begin the land acquisitions on it. On bridges, let me mention, I've completed during my administration and my people, the Waterproof Bridge, the Bayou Side Bridge, the Equity Bridge. Now, the state did the St. Charles Street Bridge, and of course, they will be doing under my watch both Prospect Street and St. Anne Bridge. So that's a lot of bridges during that period of time. Now, Reggie Dupre calls me the master of the disaster. We've had so many things during my term that have been what would be called major catastrophes, the last of which was the Atchafalaya backwater flooding. And truly, I believe that we now, through our OEP, are working diligently to try to get most of these things together. On quality of life, I'm really pleased to say that after I got in, we had 203 derelict vessels in our parish. When we're finished, and we're going out again on another port to pick up vessels, when we're finished this year, we should have every vessel in all the major bayous picked up. The ones that we will maybe not have picked up or in the lakes or the tributaries away from the major arteries, but we're going to get the major ones. Abandoned houses, we have torn down approximately 850 houses, part of which, probably 500 are being torn down by the parish through the structures we have. The others have been, the homeowners have torn it down to get the cypress lumber or other things after we've notified them that it's going to have to come down. We're committed to a walking trail and bike path in the Summerfield area. The funding is there. We're waiting on the state. The downtown development, we have worked and completed the Bayou Walk, which had been in the works for 15 years probably, and we have 2 new parking areas that we're going to be working over there. We are committed to recreational facilities. There's talk concerning a Field of Dreams, which we're very pleased about, and also a skate park in our area. And we're working really hard to bring tourists and revitalize our area with conventions, our saltwater fishing, and our festivals. Now, I have been a big proponent on anti-litter, and we actually have 4 people picking up items in the bayous every day, and they picked up as much as 800 or 900 pounds of litter out of our canals and bayous in one day. And we ask that our citizens please do what they can to prevent trash or litter from going in the bayous. Neighborhood Watch, we probably have about 18 right now. I'm truly proud of the Houma Police Department and what they've been doing lately, and I think that we have a great group and they're really working together well. We could go on, and I wanted to cut the list short because truly it's just a really long thing we've done. I didn't even touch coastal restoration or all the things in our housing and human services that we've done and all the many other things. But I would like to say this, some people are different from me. I'm not the typical person who holds a public office. I'm not the biggest backslapping, baby kissing kind of guy. I just work hard. I think you ask anybody, they'll tell you I'm usually at work by 7 o'clock every morning, and I work till late. I have been going in town hall meetings throughout the parish. I will continue to do that if reelected, and I do it twice a year where people can come and complain or talk or do whatever they want, and they always give us good advice and certainly tell us what we need to know. I would like and would be pleased to serve this parish 4 more years. I love this parish. I love its people, and I really do feel that we can move it forward. The levee projects in particular are one that I'm determined to complete, and I think people don't understand why projects hadn't been completed in the past. There's always somebody or something that's going to throw a monkey wrench into this, and we have been working hard to counter and pass those areas. But I will say this, and I don't make a lot of promises, but I will say this. I am honest, I work hard, I'm committed to this parish, and I have integrity. And I want to be the parish president of Terrebonne for the next 4 years. I would appreciate the vote of the citizens, and I truly would like to serve this parish for 4 more years. Thank you.
All right, Mr. Michel Claudet, the parish president. Of course, all parish president candidates are allowed to come up here for 15 minutes. I think half have been up, including Mr. Claudet, and the other half can take their 15 minutes whenever they choose. All candidates, for that matter, can come up. And you also, with about a minute left on your time, ran into some I won't say employees, but group members coming in, a pretty good group. Huh?
Oh, they're wonderful, and what we love is the restoration. Understand, America's wetlands is coming into this area in September, and what's going to happen right before that, the week before that, we're doing a planning project along Island Road. They're going to participate in it, and that planning is going to be a floating island project. It's going to be on the north side of Island Road, and that'll be able to assist that road from the erosion that takes place, which obviously it's in great shape right now. We want to keep it in great shape, and we love people who want to preserve our parish and make certain our people stay here as long as they can.
Parish President Claudet, thank you for joining us tonight. We appreciate it. And as usual, once again, every candidate allowed 15 minutes to announce or re-announce if they are the incumbent. So we'll take a break. I'm not sure if our other candidate is here. I don't think he's here. So what we're going to do when we come back, we'll go to the phone lines. We're going to bring some flag members out here in the studio and let them see how it all works here at Bayou Time. We'll be right back. Don't go away.